Keeping up with our motto, let learning be a joy and teaching a pleasure. Here we are with a remote teaching and learning process to bridge the gap. Happy learning, students.
A warm welcome, students. Today we take the grammar chapter called as Modal Auxiliaries. A modal is the adjective form of the word mood. And when we talk about modal auxiliaries, a modal auxiliary is a helping verb that is used to express various concepts or moods. If you look at the following table, you will see various kinds of expressions and modal auxiliaries used according to those expressions. They may be ability. In ability, you have the present ability and the past ability. The present ability makes use of the word can, and the past ability makes use of the word could. You also have other expressions as possibility. Sometimes there are remote possibilities. A normal possibility uses the auxiliary may, and a remote possibility uses the auxiliary might. Then, expressions such as permission, obligation. Obligation means an inner inner desire, not a desire, you can say. It is within yourself. Nobody can force you to do certain things. It is what is your sense of duty. Like, for example, um, we ought to speak the truth. You know, it is your sense of duty to speak the truth. Nobody can force you to do such things. You know, it is your inner obligation. And when it is an outside circumstance, it is a compulsion. So you have to understand the difference between obligation and compulsion. Then there are expressions such as necessity, determination, and so on. So the following table, which will tell you how to use the auxiliaries according to the expressions which are given. Let us look into these exercises where you have to use these modal verbs in the sentences given. And in the bracket, there are modal auxiliaries. Let us see which can be the right one to be used. First one, they dash be on a holiday, but I'm not sure. So the modal auxiliary which can be used over here is may. And here may tells us that it is a possibility. Second one, you could be right, but I still like to check. So here the modal auxiliary is could, like it is um, an ability, a, a kind. It can also show like a possibility kind of a thing. It's possible for you to be right. Third sentence, ask any questions now, as you may not talk during the test. So here may, it is like a warning, or it may also be a suggestion or an advice. The second exercise, you are given the expression in the bracket. So what is the modal auxiliary you can use? In the first sentence, could you play the guitar when you were 7? 7 means when you were 7-year old. Could you play the guitar? Were you able to play? So that shows you a past ability. The second sentence, it's too late. We should go home now. So here the word should tells us that it is necessary, a necessity that we have to go now. We should go home now. The third sentence, it's getting colder and it may snow tonight. So here the word may is telling us about a possibility. It may snow. There might be a snowfall. Might will be a remote possibility. And may here is just a possibility. The fourth sentence, I ought to obey my elders. Here, ought to is an obligation. Okay, it's an inner sense of duty. Nobody can force you to obey your elders. It is your inner sense of duty. So, whenever there's an inner sense of duty, that's termed as obligation. And the fifth sentence, she might sell her house as she needs money. So, here, might is a remote possibility. Not very sure about it. She might sell her house, or might be she will look out for some other, you can say, other ways in which she can get her money. So there's a remote possibility which uses the modal auxiliary might. Similarly, you can go through such sentences which you come across in your grammar books, in your textbooks. Find out what are the expressions these modal auxiliaries use. I hope you have understood the lesson well. Thank you.